Hello everyone and welcome back to LOD Tech. My name is Clayton and today we're going to be looking at the Sceptre C275B-144R. So a few things we got to talk about right off the hop is the specs. So this is a 27-inch monitor with a 1080p resolution. It supports 144 Hz refresh rate and it is a VA curved panel. So we know with the VA curved panels that we have some uniformity issues, so that right off the hop we know. So we're going to talk about just the display itself and we'll go over some of the specs. So out of the box, this thing does not look all that great. It definitely needs to be calibrated. Having said that, once it's calibrated, it gets to about 96% sRGB. And that's not too bad. You know, obviously it could do a little better, but you know, for the price you're paying for it, I believe it's only like $200 US, and I believe it's like almost 300 Canadian. So, you know, for the price you're paying for it, it's not bad. I had no problems with it. It was the monitor I had before I went to the MSI monitor. I used it no problems. It is a 27-inch 1080p display, so if you're actually looking hard enough and you're looking for the flaws, you're gonna find them, obviously, and one of them will be the resolution, because at 27 inches, when you pull 1080p and you're sitting as close as we do to our monitors, you're gonna start seeing some of the little bit of pixelation. But you really have to look for it, because, you know, obviously when I originally got the monitor, I was like, ooh, and you know, it was brand new and, you know, big eyes and all that stuff. But, you know, like when I started doing the specs on it and started doing the calibration and testing this monitor, obviously then when you start putting a fine tooth comb through it, you start seeing some of the issues in that. But for the most part, I think that if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. And if you do see it, maybe you're more sensitive to that. And then you definitely want to stick, if you go to 27 inch, you want to stick with a 1440p monitor at that point. But you're not going to know unless you have one. And this one's not too bad. So let's continue on with the specs. It has a 3 millisecond response time. That's what the manufacturer says. I'm sure that's what the panel manufacturer says. I don't know who makes the panel on this one. But I'm thinking it's a VA panel, so it's probably closer to 6 milliseconds actual. And you know, 144 Hz refresh rate. There is no ghosting. There's no tearing. Well, there's some tearing, but you can fix that with the FreeSync because it comes with FreeSync as well. And no issues turning on G-Sync compatibility with this monitor. Not unlike the MSI monitor. This cheap budget monitor can do FreeSync, G-Sync compatibility, no problems, no flashing, none of the stuff that NVIDIA showed at their presser there. None of that stuff was happening. This thing just works, just like NVIDIA. Few things. My model came with 2 dead pixels. I'm gonna tell you this right now, you probably would never notice them unless you were looking for them. I obviously went to Pixel Buddy as soon as I got the monitor because I knew about it. You know, obviously it's a budget brand and I want to make sure I didn't have a ton of dead pixels all over the place. I've got 2 on this monitor and they're black, so they're actually dead. One is left middle, or near the left edge, and then just about, I don't know, about 6 inches down and off to the right a little bit more is another one that you can't see them unless you went to Pixel Buddy and you're looking for it, or you have a super bright white screen on your screen and you're actually pointing your eyes at it. I couldn't see them. But after I found them, unfortunately, because of my personality type, my head was always looking in that direction. Anytime there's a white piece on that side of the screen, my eyes was going right towards it. And it didn't bother me though. In games, you can't see it. You can't see them at all. And you know, for the most part, But it is a budget monitor. It's it's good, but it's a budget monitor, so you're not going to get the, I believe AOC has the 0 dead pixel policy. You're not going to get that from Sceptre. There's the standard pixel policy where I think it's like whatever 4 or 5 in all together or in a certain area. Then you can get a warranty on it. This one, obviously mine are too far apart, and it really doesn't make a difference on it either for the price for 2 dead pixels. What else can we say? This monitor has 3000 to 1 contrast ratio. No, it's hit or miss. I think after calibration I was pretty close to that. I think it was about 29, just about 29, 2890. So very close, but not 100%. Brightness, it shows, I believe the website shows, well, the website does show 250 nits. I was actually able to get it to like 272, I think, so it's probably closer to 275 if I cranked everything up. Obviously, you don't want to go that high, but if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I'm not saying that every one of them is going to be like that, but my monitor definitely was higher than 250 nits. So that's pretty good. Like I said, out of the box, it does not come calibrated, so you are going to have to get a calibration tool or borrow one from a friend or buy one. Whatever the case may be, I use Display Cal to calibrate it, and this comes out really good. For gaming, this is good. Content creation, I would not recommend it for content creation. I don't think the color reproduction is close enough, and obviously the color uniformity from center to edge is askew. It's a curved monitor. Even the MSI monitor that replaced it has the same issues. It's a 32-inch curved, and it has the same issues because curved monitors just lose their uniformity once you go to the edges. I haven't seen one yet that does not do that. What else can we talk about on this monitor? Gaming. So like I said, the G-Sync compatibility works, FreeSync works great. I had both a 580 in my system and a GTX 1070 Ti. Both work, no problems, no ghosting, no overshoot, no tearing. It just works, and it's beautiful when it does work. And I think that it's something, if you're interested in that and it's something that you need to have working, then that definitely is a plus for it. And that's pretty much it. What else? Let's see. Oh, well, okay, adjustability. There's no height adjust. There is no swivel adjust left or right, and it only has tilt up, tilt down, and that's pretty much it. Like it's a bare bones system, our monitor, so you're not gonna get like your fully articulating stand with it. So, but easily replaced. You can go to Amazon and buy a Vasus mount for your desk, and you can articulate it any way you want. And I don't know, I haven't looked in a while, but I think you can get good ones for about $30 to $75 on Amazon, depending on what you need. But for the most part, and it's 100% adjustable in the menu. The menu is great. Because of the amount of things you can change. It actually has gamma, unlike the MSI monitor. It has contrast, sharpness, it has your user modes, FreeSync. It does have overdrive so you can have a little bit more response time. It's fully featured, but it's like 5 buttons on the back of the monitor, and there's no labeling on the front of the monitor, so you're kind of reaching behind the monitor blindly trying to push buttons. So that's a little hard. I wish it was a joystick, because joysticks are 100 times easier. Maybe in a future revision Sceptre can do that, but yeah, for the most part, the 5 buttons on the back, if in a pinch, obviously that's what it comes with, and if you buy this monitor, that's what you're going to have, and you get used to it, obviously, because you're going to be messing with it if you have to calibrate it. It's got all your stuff in there, like your RGB, red, green, blue, gamma, all the features, that brightness, backlight, you name it, they're all there, and you can adjust all of them, and there's no issues there. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I would recommend this monitor. I would give it a 3.75 stars, 3.5, almost 4. stars. It is, you know, for its price and for what it's made specifically for gaming. That's pretty much it. And, you know, maybe some well, internet obviously as well, YouTube, Netflix. It's a good monitor. I used it for a couple of weeks before I gave it to my son, and I had no issues with it. Like I said, unless you're looking really hard for the issues, you're probably not going to see them with this monitor. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, this is Sceptre C275B-144R. I give it a thumbs up. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you need one, I'll have it linked down in the bottom and to Amazon. And definitely give it a look. Check out some other reviews online. Make sure you know what you're getting into. And if you like the content, guys, hit the thumbs up. If you dislike the content, hit the thumbs down. And of course, as always, if you like what you see here, then hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Have yourself a good day.